Hey, it's your Dummy Master Tristan, and I would like to thank our sponsor, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy is a growing and flourishing energy drink powder, actually developing a clean energy formula that is free from fillers, maltodextrin, and artificial colorings, so everyone can enjoy. In addition, Dubby is a sugar-free and zero-calorie. Using a coffee fruit extract blend gives a much healthier, jitterless, and no-crash effect from drinking Dubby. There are many flavors, and each one sounds amazing. I just got my order of Dragonade today, and a mystery flavor.
The Dragonade is dragon fruit and pink strawberry lemonade. Yummy, yummy.
I am so excited to try them out. Our referral link for Dubby Energy will be in the description, along with our discount code for a 10% off. Dummies with Dice is the discount code. Thank you, Dubby Energy. Viewer warning: use of violence, profanity, rude humor, and the portrayal of drug and alcohol use. Welcome to Dummies with Dice, a Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast that follows three not-so-average dummies of our world that get caught up in a magical storm and are transported to the world of Dungeons & Dragons, where they must survive and try to find a way back home. Take it away. Go ahead.
Hey everybody, Ryan Tucker here. I play as Please Stick Sock Jelly. I'm the Hobo Trash Master Cleric of the God Rumpke. I'm the MacGyver of all things trash and garbage. Fun fact, when you're blessed by the God Rumpke, you smell like your favorite food.
Okay.
No.
Is it like a rotten version of your favorite food?
That's what I pictured.
It just smells good.
To you, it smells like that. The one's blessed.
Yeah. To everybody else, you smell like ass.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, I'm Kelly Lee. I play Miss Muffin. She's a crazy cat lady rogue. Fun fact. As you can tell from the last episode, Miss Muffin loves cat facts. So here's another. Did you know that cats have no taste receptors for sweetness? Therefore, they cannot enjoy a sweet treat. However, they do tend to enjoy tuna mac and cheese with peas with Miss Muffin.
Oh, wow. Deep.
All the way back to the mac and cheese, eh?
Nate here. My character's Duke Crystal, the level 7 part demon, barbarian warlock of the group. Fun fact about Duke, now that he's part demon, he has less of an urge to do drugs.
Oh, he's got a constant fuel inside.
Whoa.
My name is Tristan Hayes, and I am the Dummy Master. And my fun fact is that Napoleon was once attacked by hundreds of bunnies in a botched hunting party.
Sad.
I don't know the backstory of how that happened or how he escaped, but apparently Napoleon Bonaparte was attacked by lots of bunnies.
If he had a carrot in his pocket.
He made that up.
He made it.
I can't picture it. He just falls into a hole full of bunnies and they're just...
It's all like rabid,
Yeah, rabbit
savage, like red-eyed.
Thump, 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 thump. Get out of my house.
So, where we had left off, you guys had... What did you do? Oh yeah, you cleared out a camp. You got the people out that you were supposed to, thanks to Duke's smooth talking, and which doesn't happen very often. You gathered a follower, Duke, to your demon side for bargaining of his soul. And Fleestick got some followers for his god Rumpke, implanted with his made a stinky Rumpke trash juice handprint on them all. So
Booty juice.
but then you got a call from Lilith, who warned you about Globagul going on a raging rampage and murdering everyone, and got a hold of you guys. So now Globagul talked to you guys and told you told him where you were. So now he is saying he's on his way.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll pick this up off like right where you guys ended. So kind of nighttime now. It's dark. The people had cleaned, and you see a couple people coming out like screaming and pissed off because they're still got the handprint stuck on their face even after they cleaned off.
Yeah.
So they still got that trashy handprint.
That's why I won't do it.
But you see that, and people kind of start getting ready for bed and making their places in these various rooms here. What would you guys like to do as the night is coming to an end?
How
Anything
far
special?
is Globago from us?
You know that he was at Darkhaven
but you don't know exactly how far you are from Darkhaven. Say so. You don't really know how far he is.
Not
He
safe
didn't
to
tell you.
sleep.
So
It's not safe to sleep.
you're not gonna sleep.
No.
For an unknown amount of days.
He might be moving fast. He might not be.
Oh, I'm
moving
sure
fast.
he's moving fast.
I'll find a good hiding spot and sleep.
Good hiding spot and sleep. Where would you find a hiding spot at?
Where are we?
You're in your Ironspine Keep.
There's lots of hiding spots.
Okay, what?
Cabinets.
Okay, so you're gonna crawl into a cabinet, like in the kitchen?
That's exactly
for
where he wouldn't think I
undefined
am.
amount of time.
Okay. If
Are
you want,
you-
if you want to sleep,
For during my sleep.
okay. If you want to sleep inside of a cabinet, that's fine. That's fine.
Unknown cabinet. Of any of you. You won't know where I go. I'm safe.
Okay, you're in a cabinet somewhere in the building. Got it. I'll put a hidden marker on Miss Muffin now. So, what else would you guys like to do? Since Miss Muffin's hiding in an unknown location in a cabinet somewhere.
I'm taking a rest.
I guess I'll just hang out by the main gate up on the wall or something.
You can stay up on the main gate and hang out
Yeah.
for a couple
Keep an
hours.
eye out for him, I guess, so he don't
Okay.
come glooping over the wall.
We'll move you to there. So Duke is on the south wall. Miss Muffin is sleeping in an undisclosed location. What would you like to do, Flea Stick?
What's the
Anything
highest
special?
point?
The highest point here? I would say, the walls.
I just
Walls
kind of
are
want
above.
to sleep up there and keep an eye out.
You're gonna sleep up on top of the walls?
Yeah.
Okay, where would you like to be? East, west, north, south.
Is that where you are?
Duke's at south. He's at the main gate.
Okay. Right here be good.
Where's that at?
Visualize it. You got this.
He's at south, so this would be west.
Okay, so you're going to the west end wall,
East
and
again.
you're gonna sleep on the wall?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so you move up to the west wall. Duke is at the south wall. Miss Muffin, you're sleeping where you want to sleep. I don't know where you're at.
I'm safe.
You're safe. Okay, so Duke and Flea Stick, make me perception check, but Flea Stick, do it at disadvantage since you said you were going to be sleeping on the top
Sleeping.
wall.
Did you say perception?
Yes.
14.
That would be 21
21.
on the first roll and 20 on the second.
20 on the second.
Not rolling dead 20s, that's adding 5.
Okay, so now not 20. Okay.
No, yeah,
so,
it's not it.
yeah, you Flea Stick, in your kind of sleep, you hear like a rustling, but you don't hear anything that seems like out of the sorts. Duke, you do not hear anything. So let me roll something here. Okay. So the night goes on. Nothing noticeably out of the ordinary happens. You kind of, Duke, are you staying up like the entire night at the south gate, or are you gonna like watch for a couple hours and then go to sleep? Like, what's your plan?
I'm kind of just like, if I get tired, I guess I'll just sit there and kind of take a nap.
Take a little cat nap. Okay, so yeah, you guys kind of sleep through the night. Miss Muffin's safe in a cabinet somewhere. Flea Stick, you are safe on the top of the wall, and Duke's nodding off and small cat naps. But you wake up next morning and nothing seems to be off or anything. What would you guys like to do as you awake?
Stretch.
Anything special you want to do for your place? Anyone special you want to talk to?
Eat.
Yes, there's always a breakfast now. Now that there's people here, they have people working in the kitchen. Do you just like crawl out of a cabinet somewhere? Where you
Yeah.
at? You not telling us where you're at still?
No.
Okay. All right, you crawl out of a cabinet somewhere, but when you come to the main room and you guys kind of wake up, you see that they're preparing food and that there's lots of people actually like working, and there's people in the kitchen doing stuff. There's lots of bodies out doing
Pancakes.
things. Duke, when you wake up, you notice that there are some guards actually standing guard. They're a little weak, a little beaten up, but you see they have some good bows from the nat 20 you got when you were searching the armory. So you've got a few good guards kind of standing guard while you fell asleep too. They kind of watched over.
Nice.
And Flea Stick, you see the same thing on your end. There are some guards kind of standing guard with bows. So would you guys all like to meet up and eat? Is that what your plan is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you make your way to the middle room, and Corley's there, and she's kind of serving out food to people at the tables, and you've got people like thanking you guys as you're walking up for saving them from the camp and everything. And she goes, "So you guys, we made it through the night. Your friend didn't show up, so that's great. That's great. She goes, but honestly, we need to get some systems set up here. These people need like proper jobs, proper pointing. I was hoping that you guys could sort them out, get soldiers where soldiers need to be, and carpenters where carpenters need to be. She's like, so you guys up to do that today?
Why not?
Sure.
Why not? Sure.
I'm down to help
Why
some
not?
peeps.
Sure. Down to help some peeps. All right. So she says, okay, so who wants to sort the like who could fight? Who wants to sort that out?
I will.
Duke? Yeah, I figured Duke would. Yeah, so she goes, Duke, I know you're a strong fighter. She goes, so if you're wanting to take that on, take that on. She goes, if you want to just talk to like some of the guards around the area and talk to some of the people and see who's specialized in certain areas, you can get that set up. She goes, so who wants to talk about repairing and getting this place up and running? Flea Stick?
I'll do it.
Flea Stick with his hand raised?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Flea Stick, okay. So she goes, all right, so I just need you to kind of walk around the place, look for structural damage, look for things that need to be repaired, kind of get a basis of what we need, and come back to me and report it. She goes, so you, Miss Muffin.
Yeah.
She goes, I noticed that you crawled out of a cabinet this morning. She goes, I'm not going to ask about what you were doing. She goes, but she goes,
Need a new cabinet now.
Flicking the bean.
she goes, so I just want you to kind of keep an eye on the place. You know, you're sneaky. You've got your own little speciality about you. She goes, so I want you to just like keep an eye on the people, keep an eye on the place, keep it on the down low. Make sure nothing's going wrong here.
Always
Nobody's
lurking.
wrong. Make sure you're always lurking. Exactly, because that might be your new title. Always lurking, Miss Muffin. So yeah, you guys can take off on your things whenever you're ready. You've eaten your morning breakfast and done your things. So, who wants to go first with their
I'll do it.
with their morning routine of keeping this place running?
I'll go ahead and just check some things out, see what needs repaired.
Flea Stick, give me 2 perception checks as you're kind of walking throughout the inner walls and checking out what looks broke, what does not.
That one.
That one, okay.
And a 17 plus 5.
17 plus 5. So you're walking through the like west end, southern end, and you're not seeing much other than the original. What did we decide that was? Fireplace, water cauldron thing outside.
Yeah.
Fireplace.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we had a well over there at the north end. So yeah, you see, other than the already kind of slightly repaired fireplace, you don't see much wrong with the west end. So when you move through the east end, you got a 17 plus 5, right? What you said? Okay. So you're walking through and you're noticing like marks, but not like, doesn't look like someone was like clawing or breaking up the wall, but you see where the wall is starting to separate slightly, like the stones in between. There's like big gaps where they're starting to separate as you're walking through the east and like northern end. But that's what you're seeing for kind of repairs there. Is there anything else you would like to kind of specially check out?
So we checked out the walls, correct?
Yeah, the walls, yeah. For the east and northern end, you kind of notice there's weird spacings and gaps in between.
Okay.
Walls.
What about the infrastructure?
Like the outer side or like
inside,
the
like
buildings and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, so give me another perception check. If you want to like search the building.
14 plus 5, 19.
So the main hall, I think is what you guys dubbed this big middle building. The main hall looks actually pretty good and well shaped, especially with all the people in there. They've kind of got beds and everything set up like properly. So it's actually looking pretty good. The building itself does.
Alright, cool.
Gooch.
Okay. Who's next?
I'm lurking around already.
Looking around. Okay, give me a stealth check. As you're kind of lurking around in the shadows, trying to not be seen. See what you can see.
23.
23. Okay. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
16.
Was that with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're kind of posted up on like the northern. Where would you be? Where would Miss Muffin be hiding? Like, how are you hiding in this place? Like up on the walls, like creeping behind the walls? Are you like under stairs? How would she be hiding? Are you inside of a barrel, just peeking out of it?
Under a box.
No feet.
Well,
That would be a solid style.
I'm like swiftly going about throughout the building and around, and maybe might pass by some shelves and hide next to them for a while.
Crawl up
And
inside of it.
just watch my surroundings as I'm lurking through so no one really picked me up the whole time.
Okay, so you're slinking your way cat-like through shelves and swiftly through passages, just trying to avoid the people and see what you can see. But when you get outside, you step out of the northern door of the main hall, so where you saw Flea Stick doing his ritual next to the fireplace, or the campfire outside. You notice on the very northern end, past the little building, that there's slight green goos just kind of like stuck on the walls where you've been kind of like moving. But then you see the green goo and just disappear for a second. So with your stealth and your good perception, you are able to kind of quickly sneak up and you see some green goop slinking away inside of the wall.
Go find Duke Crystal.
Go find Duke Crystal. Okay. You know that Duke was off talking to soldiers, trying to figure out who's warriors and who's not. So we'll go ahead and deal with Duke while Miss Muffin makes his way to you.
Her way.
Her way to you. Sorry. I'm getting excited. Talking fast.
Am I supposed to be addressing this wall?
Well, that's up to you. I mean, you can go talk to Corley. She wanted you to report back to her
Yeah.
and kind of figure out what it is. So
Yeah.
we'll do Duke and then we'll get to you with your finishing. So, Duke, you see about 10 guys standing in front of you. They're all kind of standing there, and you notice, give me a, what would this be? I don't even know. Insight, maybe? To kind of like see who's what and what their real integrity is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, roll me an insight. Twice.
Twice.
Like, roll a check first, not advantage.
18,
Very good.
Very nice.
14.
14. Okay, pretty good.
Yay.
So you're looking ahead, and you're kind of, what does Duke say that kind of breaks the will of a person? You know what I mean? Like, what's the thing that he would say to this soldier to prove that they're, like, if he says something to them, what's going to make them break if their wills is strong enough or not strong enough?
It's like a football pep talk, too.
Yeah, like kind of like you're seeing who's going to cry when you yell at them and who does not cry with your good insight checks. Is what I'm getting.
Give
at.
me your war cry!
Yeah, yeah. You're like, "Ah!" You can see the little baby cries.
Now what is that? That ain't a war cry!
Okay, so okay, good roll. So you see 8 out of the 10, all kind of just like full blown, like they're like, yeah, we will defend this keep. And then you see like the other 2 guys, and they're kind of in the corner, like, yeah, we'll defend this keep. So like you see, 8 out of the 10 are full blown, ready to fight and defend, but 2 are kind of weak.
Recruited. The other 2, mop duty.
Mop duty. Okay. The other 2 say, thank you so much, Duke. And they hand you their bows and they take off running to go find Crowley and get to mop duty. So yeah, with some good rolls, you effectively picked out the good soldiers to defend and the ones that won't cowardly run away at the first sight of danger. So
Yeah. Works out.
yeah, all right.
They're gonna mop hard.
As you kind of send them off, you see Miss Muffin running up, and Miss Muffin.
Oh my god, you fucking won't believe what I just saw!
And that is?
Green goop, which means he's here.
Okay, where was it?
Zoom out.
I didn't hear what you said.
Where was it?
Where was I? I
The
already...
north end of the wall.
The north end of the wall!
Is it out of the cracks that I was seeing earlier?
It was, but you were not with them yet.
Ah,
You went back to Corley.
scratch that.
So you guys go into the northern wall to check it out?
Guess we can patrol.
Okay. Miss Muffin and Duke Crystal. Unlikely team.
Panicking. Me.
Yes, there's hyperventilating happening. Okay, Duke, give me a investigation or perception with advantage.
Okay.
Since you kind of, Miss Muffin saw it and is directing you, guiding you where to look, and you know a thing or two about the green goo.
Oof. 7.
7? So you walk up and you look at the wall, and you're not seeing, like, you're seeing no traces. You're like, there's no traces of green goo. Either Miss Muffin's lost her mind or he's really slick. So that's up to Duke Crystal to decide on that. But yeah, you're seeing no signs of anything.
He's become good.
He's become good.
He's a master.
He's ascended.
He doesn't even leave slug trails anymore.
All right, so flea stick. We do the old GTA swap and move back to you as you're.
Like 40 foot away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's right there inside the building next to you. You're talking to Corley. What are you reporting?
I noticed some pretty big cracks in the walls. We
Pretty-
probably need to work on filling that in with some cement.
Cement. What do they have?
Or,
Cementing
that's
paste?
what I was trying to
I think.
think,
They have
like,
cementing paste.
tar?
I think that's a thing.
I mean, they had,
maybe?
there was probably,
Yeah,
like,
they got stones.
They had ancient,
stones,
they had
yeah.
ancient cement.
D&D version of
border
cement.
mix.
Whatever they got. But yeah, she goes, okay, so the wall's a little strong. She goes, I mean, I kind of guessed that, being that, the big old attack from all the undead that just, onslaughted us and killed most of us, and then, all that. So I would just expect it to. She goes, so would you be willing to go figure out who could fix that? Because I don't really know who all these people are. I mean, we don't know them all yet. She goes, so do you want to just kind of talk to some of them and see who could be some good carpenters?
I could do that.
All right. So you walk outside, and you're seeing a couple. How many people did we bring back? Like 20,
Yeah, 20
25? There was 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
I think 26
20.
people, I
Yeah,
think,
20.
including that one guard guy.
Yeah, and the guard you had. So yeah, there's about 10 or so people standing outside around the campfire. You're seeing a couple of them with the handprints on their face, so you know they're already followers. Give me an insight check as well.
Don't put them in the kitchen.
Did.
Those guys don't work the kitchen.
We already have kitchen people.
Hey, all they're smelling is delicious food. They must be great cooks.
Not everyone else, though. Man, some cooks stink.
13.
13. Roll me 2. Sorry, for the big group of people.
19 plus 8.
Okay, that's a big one. Okay. Jesus, that's like almost 30. All right, so, you're kind of looking over this crowd, and you're seeing a couple of them with Okay, so you're looking at this group of people, 10 or so people, and you see about half of them look like they're good carpenters, and the other half look like they are not. Their hands are soft. Their thumbs aren't smashed. They look weak. So you've got about 5 or so that are carpenters.
Who's masonry?
Probably the calloused hands.
Yeah.
Someone of the 5. They're the tradesmen, essentially.
We need masons.
You need masons. So you see.
Yeah, we can have carpenters too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see-
well, you gotta frame
Well, you
it.
see them walk up and they go, we 5 are trained in various forms of work like this. We can carpenter, we can carpenter.
So
We can carpenter.
they know carpentry.
We know carpentry, and we know a little bit of masonry. So I mean,
They're
if
tradesmen.
Corley mentioned that you need some cracks filled, they go, I'm sure we can get that handled. So you can put them to work if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I will roll for them. Okay. That's not great.
He sucks.
They see, you see the work looks pretty decent on. I rolled for something else, but you see the work is actually decent. They're kind of mixing and doing some D&D versions of mixing cement and stuff and getting some cracks filled and getting to work. So now that you've completed that, what would you guys like to do? Duke and Miss Muffin, you have suspicions of Globagul being in the area. Flea Stick, you've got repairs being done on the building.
I'm
What would you
scared.
guys like to do?
I guess I'll keep patrolling around the keep.
Okay, I'll keep patrolling. I'll say it's been like a good couple hours of just like, you were talking and training and looking and figuring things out. So it's getting to be about midday-ish almost. So give me a round of perception check. Are you just patrolling?
Yeah.
Anybody else doing anything special?
I slip back inside to the iron keep and keep lurking around the insides.
Okay, so Duke, give me perception. Miss Muffin, give me stealth. Flea Stick, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of scoping around, making sure everybody's doing their job.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
17.
So really 30.
Okay, so nat 20, so really 30. All right, so
Plus
Miss Muffin, you are very hidden, like almost invisible inside this place right now.
Yeah,
when
scared.
you're moving around here. So give me a perception check with advantage.
$11.
11. You don't see much. You don't see much that is great. You don't see a whole lot. You're seeing people walking by real quickly, but you're not noticing anything out of the ordinary special about these people walking
I'm
around.
panicking.
Yeah, you're panicking. You got the panic going on. Roll me a Never mind. I'm not gonna make you do that. You got a nat 20. I'll take that away. Dude, Crystal, what did you get on your perception check?
17.
17. Okay, so you're walking around the outer walls, and out on the eastern side of the wall, you're looking off kind of into the distance, and you're seeing not quite a globicles type stuff, but you're seeing weird forms of like other goops around the area. Like you're starting to see like spots of goop.
Traces.
Yeah, traces of goop around the outer areas in the trees and stuff.
What is the color exactly?
What you got? 17.
Yeah.
You're noticing that there is a greenish hue, but it's not quite green. It's like this, got a greenish, darker, like knife.
Different shade.
Yeah, different shade of globule, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I could investigate that a little closer if I can reach some of it.
Yeah, it's like outside the wall, so you'd have to go out of the keep.
Sure.
Out of the keep. Okay. All right. 7.
I'm a tank.
All right. So you are you just going out the main gate door, or are you going to like climb down the wall, or like
Main gate.
main gate? Okay. So you go down through the gate, and you exit out the edge, and you're going to go around to the where you saw the green goops. Give me a investigation roll now that you're kind of up close and you're seeing these green splotches like all over the place.
10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need you to roll very high for this because it's pretty obvious. So you walk up to like the green goop piles you're seeing, and you're starting to notice that there's like bits of clothing and bits of pieces of clothing and such, just kind of like scattered around the area with the green goop.
Lilith did say he killed people.
Were there any guards outside the keep?
Outside the walls?
Yeah.
No, they were all on top.
Just making sure it wasn't they're closed.
Well, no, you get investigation. Okay, what would you like to do?
Guess I'll keep looking around the outside of the keep, see
Keep
if I
looking around
see
the
any
outside?
of them.
Okay, give me a perception check again. You're kind of walking down. Are you like walking down the path of like the tree line? Or are you just kind of like
Yeah.
scouting further out into the trees?
I figured like
the plan?
along the
Okay.
tree line.
So like kind of still on the edge of the wall,
Mm-hmm.
down on the edge. Okay.
The 5. Not
5.
very
You
perceptive.
do not see much of anything else as you're traveling through these trees. You're losing almost the sight of the green goop.
I guess I'll turn back and head toward the gate.
Head towards the gate? Okay. Alright. So, you get back to the gate, and you see there are 2 guards standing at the gates, like as you walk in. One of the guards is gone as you walk in. There's only 1 guard standing there.
I'm going to ask the other guard, where's the guard who was posted over here?
The guard turns to you and he goes, "Oh, Duke, well, Reginald, he went to go pee. I don't know where he went. He went to go pee. Said he had to pee. Well, we figured you went outside, so like, it was good. So I don't really know where he's at, sir."
Well, I'm me. You're not me. Which direction did he go exactly?
He went northern direction. Like I'm assuming he just went to kind of like pee behind a wall or something, but I don't know where he went. He didn't come back.
I guess I'll go that way.
He goes that way. Okay. Yeah, you hear the gates close behind you, and you start to walk
Oh, and
that way.
as I walk away, I tell him to go inside the gate and not come outside the gate.
Stay inside the gate?
Yes.
Okay, so you want him to like be on the inside
Yeah, like
of the
only
wall.
open
Okay.
it for me when I show back up.
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to track him down.
Okay.
I'm telling the other guard to go
Yeah.
in so he doesn't vanish as well.
Yeah, got it. Alright, so you go to do that. Now we're going to fade back to you guys. Miss Muffin and Flea Stick. What do you guys want to do as you're inside here? You've got people kind of working on things. Duke isn't really to be seen. He hasn't really told anybody what's going on, what he's doing, so you guys are kind of just inside the keep. What would you like to do? Miss Muffin, you're hiding. So if you want to stay hiding, you can do that.
I'll
Or if you
patrol
want-
the upper wall.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for things.
I'm switching up my hiding spots as I see fit.
So you're going to stay hiding?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll give you that because you got
I'm
the
gonna
nat 20
listen
stuff.
in and just kind of lurk around.
Okay, Flea Stick, give me a very important perception check.
15.
15, okay. You're looking as you're kind of patrolling, and you see Duke kind of walking towards like this northern area of the camp. I'm pointing in real life like he's over there, but yeah, he's walking to the northern area of the camp outside the walls. But you see what looks like a person walking like in the tree line behind Duke. Like he's just kind of walking, and then there's a guy you see kind of like slinking through the trees behind him. What would you like to do? Duke's about distance-wise, he's about 80 feet from you because you're up on the wall.
I don't know. I'll try to yell for him. Like, watch your back, bro.
All right, Duke, roll me a perception check. See if you hear him yelling from so far away.
7.
7, you hear nothing. You hear the wind blowing through the trees.
Least rustling into that.
So Fleece Stick, you're still kind of watching, you're like, Duke! And you just see Duke keep walking. So Duke, I need you to roll me a dexterity save.
Mm-hmm.
Let the games begin.
That I can do. 16.
16? Okay, so before you even kind of realize, you don't hear the yell, so you just see the figure of this like man come running out of the trees and dives at you, but you kind of duck out of the way, and when he turns around and looks you in the face, he's almost like a zombified figure just kind of like standing there, but you see green goop like pouring out of his eyes and out of his mouth, and like it's just oozing out of him. And then the green goop kind of goes, oh shit, and just fades away, and the body drops, and the goop starts slinking into the castle's keep wall.
Well, I'm going to follow the goop, I guess.
Run back through the main gate?
Yeah.
Run all the way back down.
I'm trying to keep up with it.
Okay, so you've got about...
Did it go over the wall?
It went through the wall.
Through the wall?
Like into the cracks of the
I'm
wall.
raging and flying over the wall.
Okay, that's a good one. Alright, so you rage, and nobody's around you really to make the save for the fiery explosion that happens, so...
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, you rage out, go demon mode, your wings sprout out, you can fly up if you like to fly.
Yes.
Okay, you fly up on the top of the castle wall, and you look down, and you see just a normal, like, green gelatinous cube kind of, like, slinking across the ground, but you've noticed a actual gelatinous cube is out in the open on the northern end of the wall where it slipped through the cracks. What would you like to do? Are we just full-blown attacking?
How big is it exactly?
Gelatinous cube?
That one?
It is a large creature, so it takes up 10 foot.
But it doesn't
So
look
it's
like it
it's
doesn't
not
look
clavicle size big and scary, but it's decently sized big, yes.
And I'm flying. How far away is it? I'm flying.
It is right over the edge of the wall that you're at, so it's only about 15 feet from you.
I
And
mean,
it's like 10 foot down.
I can either absolutely smoke him, or I can try and talk to him because it seemed like the little piece of him that he possessed someone with was able to at least speak. I don't know if it could speak or not.
Yep. You don't know much about this gelatinous cube. You just know that this one doesn't quite look like a clavicle.
What if it's a Galabagal baby?
Mm-hmm. You decide.
Does it look like it has the guard inside of it?
No, the body was the guard. Yes, the body. Sorry, I should have said that clearer, but yes, the body that came after you was the guard. It was controlling his body with it.
I'm gonna throw my lightning javelin at it.
The lightning chaplain at it? Okay. All right.
That was all the info I needed.
What do I need to do?
Don't know. It's your weapon.
Let me see.
I don't think I had the time to write everything down on it.
Clavicle is just a
I was in the middle of dialoguing my way out of the camp.
Yes, that's fine. Okay, so when you hurl it and speak its command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a line 5 feet wide that extends out from you to a target within 120 feet. Each creature in the line, excluding you, make a target DC 13 dexterity saving throw, or take 4d6. Okay, so he needs to make a DC 13 dex save.
And I gotta use the command word, I guess.
Yeah, which...
These nuts?
Yes, there you go. These nuts! He fails.
Yeah, he's a gelatinous cube.
That's 4d6 of lightning damage.
Okay.
And your javelin goes like right through him and just sticks to the ground on the other side.
3,
Gelatinous cube.
6, 9,
Moves out the back.
10, 11.
11 damage?
Yeah. Could have been better.
Okay, so yeah, this lightning javelin flies through him and just like out the back of him, and then lightning explodes through him, and he kind of like disperses a little bit and then forms back together, and he like turns up to you and he goes, "Daddy wants you dead," and looks at you.
Daddy?
So
I told you!
roll initiative.
No. Daddy wants you dead.
Everybody roll initiative, because Flea Stick, you're up on the wall. You can kind of see.
Okay.
You can see what's going down, and Miss Muffin, you're hiding.
Now I gotta kill his son and him because he sent it. You can't kill my camp members. Here, the key. That ain't gonna fly.
21.
Okay.
2 plus 3. Or 2 plus 1.
17. 15 plus 2.
Trying to think a little bit. All right. Sorry. Come again. Do Crystal.
17.
17. Flea Stick.
2 plus 1. 3.
Ooh, big one. Miss Muffin.
21.
21. Okay, I'll roll for him. He got a 1 minus 4, so
Jesus.
that's bad.
-3.
Duke.
Yes.
Yes, you are up first. Okay, Duke. Or wait. No, Miss Muffin, sorry. You were up first, Miss Muffin. What are you doing? Because you're hiding in an unknown location, so where do you pop out at?
But I know this is happening.
Yeah, I'd say you know.
Okay.
You
that's what I was
just heard
hoping.
lightning bolt like crack and explode inside of the northern end of the keep.
Yeah,
So.
I obviously am going to run to the situation. I was inside.
Inside the building?
Yeah.
Oh, so then you are further away. You are 40 feet away. Wait a minute. 45 feet away. Because you are inside the building. He's at the northern end of the building. Or the whole keep.
That's why I was wondering if I even knew what was happening.
You can definitely know something's up. You heard lightning explode.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So, I roll out of the bookshelf I was hiding on
Okay.
and take off stealthily running through the halls till I get down there.
Okay, so your movement speed is what?
30.
30? So if you don't use dash, you can make it almost to him. And then he's about 15 feet from you.
Oh, I'll dash.
Okay.
But
You use
stealthily.
if you're going to use... you can't do that.
Yes, I can!
If you're going to use your dash, you can get right up on him if that's what you're wanting.
Okay.
Okay.
Right up on Globical?
On this gelatinous cube.
I just wanted to come up to the situation.
Okay, then you have to use your dash. That's what I was saying. If you don't use dash, you're close enough. You're about 15 feet away.
Gotcha.
Okay, so what else would you like to do? You still have a bonus action since you did not use dash. Anything else special?
Oh boy, I don't know if there's anything I can do. I mean, he said what he said.
I said what I said.
Ready up an attack to help, but what kind of attack to help?
I think help is like you give advantage to somebody. So like you could distract it. And you know what I mean?
Perfect.
Okay. So you're going to try to cause a distraction?
Ready up my distraction in case anyone needs my help.
Okay. I don't know if that's quite how it works, but that's fine. I don't even know. For sure. It's fine. You ready a distraction. Give me a performance check to see how distracting you are. Because we'll go ahead and do that. Next up is your teammates.
13. No, 14.
14? Okay, well I got a 15 on his level of being distracted, so it does not work very well. He's still focused on murdering Duke. So that bringing that, next up is Duke. You just saw Miss Muffin like flap her hands and wave and try to scream at it, and it didn't work.
Over here, big ugly!
I guess I'm gonna fly down while I'm still in rage and hit him with my old great sword.
Okay, give it to him.
That is a 19 plus 9. Is that it?
Yes.
4 plus 6, so 10 damage.
10 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So you hitting? Anything else? You get...
I got
Extra
my
attack.
second attack. And I think with that action, I will use Thunderclap.
Okay. Okay. Bring out the warlock. Is that the cantrip or is that a?
That's
what
my
is that?
cantrip, yeah. Each creature in a 5-foot emanation originating from you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take its 2d6 since I'm above level 5 of thunder
Okay.
damage. The spell's thunderous sound can be heard up to 100 feet away.
Well, yours is level 1 because you're.
Well,
I think it's
this
a
one
warlock.
doesn't go by spell slot. It
Oh,
goes
okay.
by player level.
Okay.
So, well, yeah, I guess that's technically true since my warlock level's only 1.
Okay.
But it's listed
so
in here as 2d6.
That's fine.
When it's
If
equipped.
it's counted as 2d6, then I follow the rules.
Yeah, that's what I was
Con
told.
save, you got a nat 1.
It's
So
yep, it was a 13 con save. So. Alright, 2d6 for him. 5, 10.
10 damage. 11, 10, 10. Yeah, you guys you're slashing away at him. You're doing good damage. Seeing chunks kind of fly off of him. And then next up is. Yes, it is. Okay, so you're kind of like taking slashes out of this thing, and you notice Galabagul, your main man. He kind of just bursts out of the stones and the walls, and you're seeing him like overflow and land, and he kind of grows up big and tall. He's like, Duke, you're hurting my babies. Now I want to kill you even more.
Your babies were killing members of my camp.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! And your couch, bitch.
When did he have babies?
Are you trying to talk him down, or are you?
I was attempting, but he sounds like he's just being a dick.
Yeah, I'd say if you want to try to spend like a action next turn to persuade him to calm down, you can do that. Or like a bonus action or whatever it is. Like
We'll
a
see
talk
how it
action.
plays
Yeah,
out.
we'll see how it plays out. Alright. So that's Glabagul's turn. So let me see what he can do here. He comes out of the wall, so that means he would be right behind you, Miss Muffin. So you
You're
might
toast.
be toasted, pal.
You might be gooped.
You might be toasted.
What?
Where I had him set up to pop out.
Do we have a map to look at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need to see this.
You did. You did.
Hey, I'm not giving up today. I won't die.
We'll see.
You
You might be one of the only ones that could be safe from him just because you need dex.
Ah, okay,
I'll
I
just
see, I
use
see.
Thunderclap inside of me.
So, the one right in front of me is about to beat my ass?
Yeah.
and
his
that's
turn.
Globagul, or that's his son?
Yes, it's Globagul. The Globagul. Giant, menacing. His eyes are bulging. He's got the red veins pulsing.
Okay, well, my ready up action was to help, but I can still use my uncanny dodge.
Yeah, you might end up having to. So make me a dex save. Because as he kind of floops out of this wall and immediately looks at you, at Duke, and tries to just move through you, Miss Muffin. to
Nat
get to Duke.
20 plus 4.
Wow, you got lucky.
Yeah, because
So-
I'm slit.
He goes to move through you, and you kind of just like slink like through the edge of the wall and just barely get past him, and he just keeps moving his full speed towards Duke. So,
Very good.
um,
Sorry, dude.
That's fine.
it's fine.
I'll
but,
deal with it.
I need you to make actually. Okay, so you're still going to take on a failed save 3d6 acid damage. Wait a minute.
Me?
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. No. You got out of the way.
Yeah, I have a nat
I was
20.
reading what that said. Never mind. Yeah, so you're able to slink out of the way, and he moves his full speed just past you and at Duke. So, next up is Flea Stick Sock Jelly. You're kind of up on the upper wall. You are about 25 feet from Globagul and Duke and Gelatinous Cube. They're both kind of swarming around him now, moving towards Duke.
Alright, so they're all kind of dashing at him.
Yeah, they're on
It's a
it.
hit.
They're on
They're
it.
here for
Yeah.
an assassination.
Yeah, I'm just gonna guiding bolt.
Which one? Globagul or Gelatinous Cube?
Globagul.
Okay. Is that you got to make the attack roll? I think is that one.
Yeah. Alright. Let me use my spell slot. Alright. Fail.
It's the
Fail.
hurt.
2.
2? Yeah, that does not hit. Big bad Globagul.
Alright, bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Okay. Respawn it.
Right in front of him. It's gonna be like a trash can. It's gonna try and stop him dead. The trash is like ding.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna spawn it like right, kind of like in between him and Duke.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh Alright.
What does the
Spawn it, and it gets to make its attack, right? When it spawns?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so make your attack roll.
8 plus 4, 12.
Yeah. What'd you say?
8 plus 4.
No, sorry.
Wait! What does Scroll of Animal Friendship do?
Makes the animals friends with you for a time.
Can I use that on Gobblegle?
He is not an animal.
That's rude. We're all animals.
Okay,
No, he is a monster.
Gelatinous Cube's turn.
A monster.
He is going to use a pseudopod attack as his like arm kind of comes out and tries to whip you, Duke, I mean. 13 plus 4.
Yep.
That'll hit?
Yep.
Okay, that's 3d6. 1, that's 5. 5. And 1.
To 11.
Plus 2. So 13. Acid damage.
Gotcha.
Ah! The acid burns. He whips you with his tentacles. Okay. Back to the top of the round, I believe. Yes. Duke, Miss Muffin. Cloudgold just ran through you. Or ran past you. Tried to run through you.
He ran past me. He
Yeah.
went up to Duke Crystal. And then Flea Stick did what?
Smack
Put
me
a
with
spiritual
his,
shield.
Smack me with his wiener.
And then his baby gelatinous cube smacked Duke with his
Alrighty. So, I'm not sure what I can do in this situation because I don't want to fight him. I want to let him to love us.
You can try to talk him down. That's up to you, but it'll use your action to like engage and actually try to talk him down. So you could fail or you could succeed and make it easier, make it different things happen, but
How close am I to
Make
him?
him more angry.
you are about 10, 15 feet. You're
Okay.
10 foot.
So I'm going to walk up to him.
Okay, smart.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to stay about 5 feet from him. So I'm just going to walk up about 5 more foot.
Okay, so you're within 5 foot of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, wait, Globicle. Will you please talk to me for a second?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
You're about to get.
Because you are not Duke Crystal.
I can't believe she
That
walked
doesn't
up.
matter. He remembers me.
He walked by you to get to Duke. He has no care
He
about
tried
any of
walking
you.
through.
Yeah, he tried to
you.
walk through you.
Shut up. What did you tell me to roll?
Persuasion
Oh, persuasion. Okay.
with disadvantage. For being not Duke.
11.
11.
Yeah, because I rolled a 5 and then an 11, but then I got a plus 6, so that's still
So
11.
you say this, and he kind of like, you see his eyes like looking forward. They just go, like turn around and poke out the back of his head. He goes, "Shut the fuck up, Miss Muffin."
No!
And his eyes kind of go, like pop back around to the forward side of his head and looks back at Duke. Okay, so that was your action. Anything with the bonus action?
I mean, like, yeah,
You
he
did.
didn't really hurt me. He just told me to shut up, but he heard me.
He heard you, yes. He heard you. He did not hurt you.
I'll be like,
Right.
whatever, man. You knew we were coming back. You just weren't patient enough as I'm backing away.
Oh, you're backing away?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just backed away from him while in attack range. So he's going to get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, his attack range is 5 feet.
So
I'm pretty sure. So you
choose your words carefully.
you
I'm
stepped
sorry.
into the.
You
You're
should've walked up.
gonna get a
3
wiener
feet.
smack from
A wiener smack.
Clavicle. 11 plus 4.
15 is my armor class.
So
Yeah.
he matches.
Yeah.
Hits. 3d6. Brother.
Uncanny
Two.
dodge.
What does uncanny dodge do? I forget.
Let me read it to you, sir. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
Okay. Yeah, you can use uncanny dodge. So that was 2 in the first roll, 5 on the second, 2 on the third. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 halved.
4 damage.
So that was that.
Not a big deal.
Miss Muffin failed. Dude Crystal, your turn.
He'll think about what I said, though, and he'll remember it for a little bit. Maybe it'll calm him down. He'll be like, wait, they were coming
I
back?
guess I'll use my first action to ask him if he wants to talk about this instead of fighting to the death.
Okay. Roll persuasion with advantage because you are Duke.
Crit.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm
Yay.
going to roll for him. He goes, "What is there to talk about, Duke? You left me."
I had to work. I had to go out on a job. It ain't permanent.
We're freaking coming back.
His eyes go, "Shut up, Miss Muffin." And they pop back forward his head.
He don't like you.
And he goes, "Well, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you come back? You guys just stayed out partying, and now you own your own place." I was gonna sell drugs, and now I just want to kill.
No, we were partying. We had to fight off a bunch of undead waves of army to come actually claim this place. So
Without me.
They wouldn't let us leave.
Roll me another persuasion check with advantage. Because you're Duke.
Stuck in a scroll.
You guys did get stuck on a straw.
let's see, 17.
17. Okay. Very good. All right. So he goes, well, why were you? I don't know what to do, because I was gonna come here and kill you. He goes, so what are we supposed to do about this? My baby's hurt.
I mean, I can give your baby a healing potion, and you guys can just hang out.
He goes, honestly, no, that's not even my baby. And he like slips over to it, and it just like fuses back into him,
Yeah.
and becomes one like glob of gold again. And he's like, he goes, I'm real sorry. I killed your guard. I was mad. I killed him.
He could
I also
be the new
killed all of
guard.
Darkhaven. I killed some Lord's Alliance. I killed some dwarves. And he like his eyes like poke out the side of his head. He looks up at you, Flea Stick, like up at the top, and he goes, I also killed Lilith. She's dead. He like pokes his head eyes back into this. And looks forward to you. And he goes,
Clavicle!
and he's like, I was just angry. I was angry. Didn't know what to do.
I'll forgive you if you turn over to the god Rumpke.
Don't do that.
Don't do it, Clavicle! Don't do it!
He said, well, he goes, honestly, I don't listen to Miss Muffin, but Duke I listen to. And he goes, but I just so I can't do that, Flea Stick. But that's great for you if you're doing some God Rumpke stuff.
I want to keep Clavicle here.
Did you at least get any good stuff off of all the people you ate that isn't dissolved yet?
He goes, well, it took me a while to get here and a lot of jumping around, but I probably got some stuff I could shake out of my gut. So we're going to do some rolls then on the table
He
here.
has no gut.
He is good.
He is good. His whole body's good. Okay, let me go to this here.
He's bipolar. It's fine.
We still love him because he's a goop.
He's our goop.
I'll just say some goblins in the forest got the guard.
There's no one else to
And
say
he
we're sorry
saved
that you
him.
killed Lilith.
Okay, so give me a D20 roll to see what, or no, give me a D4 roll. Sorry. Each of you.
Oh.
Just while he shakes out some stuff.
A D4.
Oneer.
2.
4.
4, so
One.
Duke, you got a 1?
He's
Okay. Nope, wrong table. It's just a matter of what table it's from. Okay, now let's roll the sweet, sexy D100.
yes.
Yay!
We doing the big?
Yeah,
Roll
you
the
wanna do
big
the big
one.
I can do the big
All
one.
of us or just the Duke?
Well, we all will get a roll.
Oh, we all get
Well, Duke first. I'm on his.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, let's see that baby roll.
It's purple.
22.
22.
Ooh, lucky
Dun, dun,
22.
dun, 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 dun,
22.
dun, 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 dun. Okay,
Oh.
so he kind of like like shakes his body a bunch, and you see some stuff kind of falling out, but you see one real good thing falling. It's called a. Hang on, let me look at what it says here. Oh my god.
Chicken wang.
Okay, so you get this thing, and it looks like a little figurine, like it's like a little statue. When you grab it, it like vibrates with power, and you can almost feel like something's alive inside this thing. So, if you take so it would be like a warlock spell attack. If you take your magic action to throw the figurine to a point on the ground within 60 feet of yourself, the figurine becomes a living creature specified in the figurine's description below. So, I need you to roll. Wait, does it change?
Interesting.
Figurine.
Pokemon.
Oh, wow. So it doesn't break. It's not one use, or is it? Is it one use?
No, it's. I think once it's done, it goes back into the thing. Like it's literally a Pokeball.
Ooh, Pokeball.
That's cool.
Okay.
And it's a random Pokemon. Well,
A figure.
monster.
Okay, so
figure.
each thing has a certain amount of time that it can survive. While it's alive.
So like really strong stuff, probably not very long, and
Probably,
weaker
yeah.
stuff for longer.
But you will know what happens when you throw it, because I'm not going to tell you what comes out of it until.
Is that kind of like the thing in the D&D game where it's like a different animal every time?
He had the bag of wonders, I think, that
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
Bag of tricks or something. Okay, so you gather that. A figurine of wondrous power.
That's cool.
Miss Muffin, what did you get? A 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, a 2. I was gonna say I have
I'm
no
pretty
clue
sure
now.
he got a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are on this table. Roll me a D100.
26.
26.
Wait. Yep, 26.
Wow.
How's it going?
You got. He kind of shifts around. And he goes, Miss Muffin, you're gonna like this one. He kind of
Yay.
like shimmies your way, and a dagger of venom falls out.
Thank you, Globacool.
You gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls made with this weapon. You can take a bonus action to magically coat the blade with poison. The poison remains for 1 minute or until the attack weapon hits a creature. Creature must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 poison, and are poisoned for 1 minute. And it can't be used like that again until next dawn. So you get a poison attack once a day.
What's it called?
Save it
The
for
dagger
big
of
bad.
venom,
Yeah.
and it looks really cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
It's got like a green scaly, like snake hilt with curved blade, like yellow gold braided looking ties around it. Yeah, it's pretty
Wow.
sick. Okay, flea stick, you got a 4, you said?
Yep.
Okay, let's do you. Roll D100.
20.
20.
A lot of 20s.
Okay, you've got. What is this? Okay, so he shimmies out this thing and goes, flea stick, this one's for you. And he pops it out, and it's this big, like, intricate, looks like a staff almost, but on the end of it is the head of a lion, and it's got teeth and, like, the face and everything, and its eyes got red gems inside of it. It is the Horn of Blasting. So you can take a magic action to blow the horn, which emits a thunderous blast in a 30-foot cone that is audible out of 600 feet. So each creature within 30 feet makes a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. On the failed save, they take 5d8 thunder damage and are deafened for 1 minute. On a successful save, they take half as much damage. Oh my god. Glass or crystal objects in the cone that aren't being worn or carried take 10d8 thunder damage. So anything that's glass or crystal within 30 feet will
Explode
get
if it's not
exploded
being
by thunder
carried.
damage. Yeah,
So it's like a
not carried.
frequency attack almost.
Yeah,
Like,
so like
Let's see,
shells
yeah,
and
it's like my
bases
thunderclap to
explode.
like turned up like to like 20, because
that
mine's
thing
only
sounds awesome.
Each use of the horn's magic has a 20% chance of causing the horn to explode.
yeah.
The explosion deals 10d6
I knew there was
force
a downside.
damage to the user and destroys the horn.
So it's a glass cannon, literally.
Yes.
Did you say 10d6?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it'll literally like explode like huge.
Or was it
explosion.
6d10? Same
No,
thing.
10d6 for if it explodes.
Same potential.
They take 5
So
damage.
it's like one of those things you pull out when it's like, it's
Yeah.
do or die
You're
time,
surrounded
baby.
by dudes, and you're like, this is either my death and their death. So it could be, or it could be awesome.
Yeah, 30-foot cone. I'd use that when there's like 15 dudes.
Yeah.
All
But
like sprinting up.
You all
on it.
kind of got some pretty good equipment from old Gladdy Ghoul.
That was kind of scary. What was that
It is
called?
scary. The Horn of Blasting. Yes, the Horn of Blasting. Duke seems to be gathering more demonic little creatures. He's got a way of spawning them out of statues now.
Yes.
It just seems good to his character.
It's like it's like just like turn demon, like throw a little figurine down, like summoning a creature.
This episode of Dummies with Dice features Kelly Lee as Miss Muffin, Nate Chambers as Duke Crystal, Ryan Tucker as Flea Stick Sock Jelly, and Tristan Hayes as the DM. The episode is edited and mixed by Tristan Hayes. The artwork for Dummies with Dice, created by Al Sorensen, can be found on Instagram under ARCSI0.
The theme song is The Intense Fiddle by Ben Caldera. When it comes to Dummies with Dice, you can find our website on rss.com/podcast/Dummies with Dice and on Facebook at Dummies with Dice. Most importantly, join our Patreon at patreon.com/Dummies with Dice for free or for $3 monthly to gain access to a Discord and bonus content. Come back in 2 weeks for new episodes of Dummies with Dice.